Good morning, just like I promised. I was going to try to get back out here and sit on my log one morning and do a devotion just like I used to do years ago. And as weather warms up, I pray I can continue to do this from time to time. And I know several people always commented about it and liked it, and I enjoyed doing it myself out here. And I pray today that God will allow that. And I pray today that you're having a beautiful day in the Lord. Out here today it's a little cloudy, the wind's blowing a little cool, but another beautiful day God has given us. And I want to look today into verses in chapter 15 in the book of Genesis, and we're going to read verses 4 through 6. It says, "And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, being Abraham, this one shall not be your heir, but one who comes from your own body shall be your heir. Then he brought him outside and said, Look toward the heavens, and count the stars, if you are able to number them. And he said to him, So shall your descendants be. And he believed in the Lord, and he accounted it to him for righteousness." If anyone in the Bible learned how to live by faith, it was Abraham. Look at how many times that God changed his life and redirected it in a different way. If you think about it, first, he was told to pull up stakes and move to a country he knew nothing about. And he did. He just obeyed the Lord, pulled up, loaded up, and left. And I'm sure his friends probably thought he was crazy, and especially his family. But then, after he got there and settled down, and then the next thing that God told him was that you and your wife are going to have a son. And you know, in the Bible, the story tells us that they were both well past the childbearing age. And, you know, they had some doubts about it at first, and then Sarah laughed, but they believed in the Lord. And I like in that verse, he said he brought him outside and told him to look up to the heavens. And he said, if you can count the stars, that's how big your descendants will be. And think about that. You're here at this age and you haven't had a child. You've been unable to, and now all of a sudden God's telling you that's going to be your descendants if you could count the stars and the sand by the sea. But Abraham believed it. And I love that part where God told him to sacrifice Isaac. And when they loaded up and went towards the mountain and got there, he told those men, he said, we're going to go up yonder and sacrifice, and I and the lad will return. That was faith that God was going to take care of the descendant he had promised him. Obeying the Lord, my friend, can be uncomfortable. And I'm sure a lot of y'all know that. God can call you to do something that you're not expecting to do. God can call you to go somewhere you wasn't expecting to go. A lot of preachers get called into the ministry and never knowing that's what God wanted them to do, or maybe got called to teach a class or lead this kind of a group at church. And things happen like that. But God already knows the potential that is in each and every one of us. And God already has a plan for each and every one of us. We must remember today that the verse that says all things with God all things are possible. We need to remember that verse in the Bible. God never asks us to do anything that he can't help us while we're doing it. Obeying the Lord can be uncomfortable. I know that for a fact in my walk with the Lord. We are never out of the reach of God's blessings. And we know that when God calls us, he's going to be right there with us, walking beside us every step of the way. When we don't know what to do, God already has a plan. Following God requires that we live by faith, just like Abraham did. We can't see it. We can't see it. All we can do is believe it. But God will bring it to pass if we will just stand and let him lead and guide us in the way he wants us to go. Maybe we, like Abraham, we should be ready that at any moment, should the Lord come to each and every one of us and say, I want you to do this. I want you to go there. I want you to lead this group, that we can be ready to step out in faith. My friend, today, it takes faith to worship the Lord. It takes faith to believe the Lord exists. It takes faith to be saved. It takes faith in everything we do in the Lord. And the Bible clearly tells us that without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. But one thing you can rest assured, just like he promised Abraham and he came through with his promises, he is doing the same for you and I today. When he asks us to do something, and though no matter how far out it may seem, rest assured that God also has the ability to get us to that point and make us successful in whatever He has for us to do. Never doubt the Lord. Always trust the Lord. Let your faith grow every day more and more in His leadership of what He's going to do in us, through us, and for us. Lord, I thank you today that, Lord, if we'll live by faith, that's all you ask us to do. You'll take care of everything else. You already have the plan put together. You already got the way made. All we have to do is follow you. Step out in faith is what you're asking us to do. And if we'll do that, oh, the blessings that we will see come to pass and the blessings you'll give to us for obeying your word. Help us today, Lord, I pray, to step out and live by faith. I love you today. May God richly bless you today is my prayer.